in this video. It is still too early to fight for victories, says Marc MARQUEZ. Optimistic Lin JARVIS confirms new updates for Yamaha at Mugello. And Enea Bastianini reduces expectations, says it won't be easy to repeat Qatar. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Picks. Before the season opener race at Qatar, Marc MARQUEZ said it multiple times not to expect him to win the race, and while many thought he was just downplaying his chances, that actually turned out to be true. Marc had also said that the championship is just beginning, and while it can't be won in the first few rounds, it can certainly be lost. And in the race, he did just that. Realizing the lack of pace compared to Bastianini, Binder and the Espargaro brothers, MARQUEZ did not try any heroics and brought it home in P5 with valuable championship points. MARQUEZ said, "We were able to make progress during the Qatar race weekend and have a lot of potential. That is clearly visible. For the first time, we were able to ride the whole race without any pain in the arm or the shoulder. Of course, we were tired after the race, but that is normal for everyone." Now going into the Mandalika GP, MARQUEZ, while admitting that his physical condition is no longer a hindrance in his progress, still maintains that he is far from being comfortable on the new Honda. So Marc is looking at the round 2 of the championship as another opportunity to understand the bike better, adapt to it and perhaps make it a bit more to his liking. MARQUEZ continued, "Another race weekend means another chance to understand the bike better and get closer to the front. It is still early and we have to continue working. The big positive is that everything is still on track and my physical side no longer hinders my goal of progress. The season is still young and we will give it our all." How many races will MARQUEZ take before he takes his first victory of 2022 season? Let's chat in the comments below. Ever since MotoGP started visiting Qatar back in 2004, Yamaha have been the most successful manufacturer in the desert. But this year, the story was different. Being plagued by the lack of top speed and rising air pressure in the front tire saw the factory Yamaha boys finishing in P9 and P11 with both sounding pretty hopeless and dejected after the race. And although hugely disappointed himself, Yamaha team principal Lin JARVIS is still optimistic of the future and believes things will start turning up as they visit different tracks. Starting with the race at Doha, JARVIS said, "The result was very disappointing, that's for sure. I would say the whole race weekend was a disappointment. It was particularly bad in the race. We had two problems. The first was a general lack of speed. Our Japanese engineers failed to achieve the necessary increase in engine performance. We knew after the 2021 season that we needed this additional power. And of course, our competitors have improved. Look at the performance of Honda and especially Suzuki. In Doha, we had a double handicap. We were delayed by excessive tire pressure at the front and that had to do with the aerodynamics of the bike." Hopeful about the Mandalika GP, JARVIS continued, "I think we will do better here in Indonesia. This is the track that is best suited to the Yamaha. We can also avoid the problem of tire pressure here." Speaking about the steep hill they have to climb to find performance improvements, JARVIS continued, "As the season progresses, we will face tedious work. We can make certain improvements to the engine. Of course, we have homologated a certain specification, but we are optimistic that we can make improvements step by step to reduce our disadvantage as the season progresses." Adding about the aero package update and timelines, Lin JARVIS said, "The second change has to hit the target perfectly because the third version is not allowed. Mugello is scheduled for an aero change in our schedule, but I don't think we necessarily have to wait until then. In Mugello and then in Catalonia, there are 1 km long straights again. So Yamaha may need smaller wings so as not to lose another 9 km per hour of top speed. So yes, Mugello would be a good time for the aerodynamic update." And the latest MotoGP race winner, Andrea Bastianini, comes to Indonesia leading the championship, although after just one race, but with arguably the best bike on the grid right now. And just last month, Bastianini had put in some solid work on his race pace during the pre-season test at the same venue. But arriving in Indonesia, Bastianini was quick to turn down the hype and lower the expectations. Bastianini said, "I can't wait to get to the Mandalika track. We come from an amazing race in Qatar where I found my first win. In testing, we certainly set a good pace, but it will not be easy to repeat the win from Qatar. They should have already repaved some parts of the track, so I'm not sure what to expect. The tires will also be different from the test tires, but we will keep working as before. I expect a lot of fans and a lot of fans of Gresini Racing. I just can't wait." If you made it till here and still aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.